Powered by Unreal Engine.
April 1973. Tragedy and despair have struck Central Texas. A young college student named Maria Flores has seemingly vanished without a trace. She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago, but with no physical evidence, the investigation has stalled. With few leads and even less hope, Maria's younger sister Ana Flores and a group of her closest friends set out to find their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria's disappearance would pale in comparison to the agony and despair they would soon discover. What awaited this group of youths was a nightmare beyond belief. The events surrounding Maria's disappearance would be just one of the many bizarre crimes later known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Spooky. Let's get a red light. Or just have it be off. Can I plug my tire? Can I plug my Twitch? I don't see anything. Alright. Maybe because I'm not in a party. I've never played any game like this before. So let's do a tutorial. You're part of the family and now it's up to you to secure the property and stop victims from escaping. Holders lock, make sure all exits are closed, trapped, make guarded, make the generators, the fuse lock, and the water valve pump. These items play a huge role in whether or not victims will have an easy path to escape. Make sure to collect blood from drainage buckets scattered from around the map by attacking. Feed this newly acquired blood to Grandpa. Make him stronger and more. Feed newly acquired blood to Grandpa. Oh, that's weird. The stronger he is, the more powerful his sonar ability will become. Pretty soon he'll be finding the and highlighting victims for the whole family to see. Who would the heck use sonar when he's fed blood? Feed Grandpa enough and he'll give the family new abilities that can be used for the rest of the match. Remember, Grandpa is the best killer that ever was. That's weird. Hunt down the abilities and teamwork. Look for signs of movement and listen for noise. Picture your surroundings and keep your eyes open. You'll never know where one of the victims might be hiding. Oh, you don't play the tutorials?
Part of the family now.
Oh.
It's up to you to secure the property and stop victims from escaping. The family's way of life depends on it. Keep all doors locked and make sure all exits are closed, trapped, or guarded. Make sure to monitor crucial pieces of equipment like generators, the fuse box, and the water valve pump. The status of these items play a huge role in whether or not victims will have an easy path to escape. Make sure to collect blood from drainage buckets scattered around the map, or by attacking victims directly. feed this newly acquired blood to Grandpa to make him stronger and more effective. The stronger he is, the more powerful his sonar ability will become. Pretty soon he'll be finding and highlighting victims for the whole family to see. Feed Grandpa enough, and he'll give the family new abilities that can be used for the rest of the match. Remember, Grandpa is the best killer that ever was. Hunt down the victims using abilities and teamwork. Look for signs of movement and listen for noise. Pay attention to your surroundings and keep your eyes and ears open. You never know where one of those victims might be hiding. Speaking of abilities, each family member has a unique ability that can help hunt and track down victims. Careful though, some abilities have limited quantities while others are on a cooldown. So hunt wisely. Once you locate or find a victim, make sure you have a plan. Try to set up ambushes or catch them off guard. The direct approach isn't always the best, so use your fellow family members when possible. But once your plan unfolds and you get them within range, hit them. Then hit them again. And remember, if you do manage to successfully hit or execute a victim, take that blood to Grandpa. He's hungry and needs his strength in order to help you. Oh, don't let a single victim escape. After all, we win as a family or we lose as a family.
Family. Why is it not playing? Shouldn't there... Look at that. Wears mask made of human skin to hide his face. Whether under the control of the family or due to feeling threatened, Leatherface's motives are unknown. He's a brutal killer who wields a chainsaw as his chosen weapon. He's the most ruthless family member. To start chainsaw, press right bumper and then yank the cord. Yank the pull cord using X right at the same time. Once the chainsaw is running, make sure to keep it revved, left trigger, or it may stall and quit on you. If this happens, you have to complete the starting minigame all over again. Leatherface can also turn his chainsaw off. This will allow him to sneak around quietly and catch unsuspecting victims off guard. You can also cut down barricades, doors, and other obstacles with the chainsaw. This will take away stealth and traverse zones, therefore benefiting the entire family. The strength of your attacks are tied directly to the rev feature. So the longer... oh my god, that face. So the longer you rev the chainsaw, left trigger, the more powerful your attack will be. To attack, simply press the right trigger. God damn. To unleash a power attack, you will have to rev the chainsaw to its limit. Once you see smoke and right before the chainsaw overheats, press the attack button to unleash what could be a one-hit kill. Careful though, if you don't time it perfectly, the saw will overheat. Huh. Leatherface is much more varied character than he initially appears. Oh, is that a body in the background? He is a punishing menace who can kill victims in an instant, but he can also play stealthily or support the family in numerous ways. The Slaughter family. Cookers don't give their getting out of trouble. Cook may not be the quickest or strongest man, but this lack of physicality is more than made up by his advanced hearing and intimate knowledge of the Slaughter family properties. Huh. The cook can use his hearing to detect noisy victims across the map. This allows him to quickly identify and mark targets for the whole family to see. The only downside to his hearing is he may occasionally mistake machinery or other sound sources as victims. The cook can also add locks to doors and gates to help secure specific sections of the map. This is a great way to reinforce exits and apply added pressure to victims. And while he can only carry 3 padlocks at once, the cook can recover locks and move to different doors or gates if needed. Although the cook may not be the same killer he was years ago, his attacks are vicious and deadly. He should not be underestimated. Oh god. Poor girl. The cook's strengths lie in his perception and his ability to make prey for the family members. If you can play this role efficiently, your team's chance at catching victims will be greatly increased. Look at that run. Look at that. Look at that form. Sadistic, erratic, unhinged, and violent. The hitchhiker is the most unpredictable member of the Slaughter family. He has a habit of turning victims into art. Looks like Kylo Ren. The hitchhiker roams the back roads of Texas, luring unwary travelers into the clutches of the family. He relishes tormenting his prey. Jesus. The hitchhiker enjoys the chase with this sickening glee, where he's able to maintain the pursuit longer than other family members due to his high endurance level. He's fast, wily, and... Oh. The hitchhiker can place homemade bone traps to ensnare and injure victims. Not only do they hold victims in place, but they break bones in the process. Ugh. Alright. Sissy.
You've been captured by the Slaughter family, tied up, tortured, and left for dead. You must do whatever it takes to escape the family's property at all costs. Find your friends, hunt for life-saving items like tools, bone scrap, and health. But more importantly, locate and open up escape routes before it's too late. The family is hunting, so move quietly and make the right decisions. Your life depends on it. Stay quiet and hidden. Move slowly and carefully to avoid making excessive noise. Use shadows and tall foliage to stay hidden. Take cover behind tall objects to break line of sight. And last but not least, use the environment to your advantage. Wall gaps, crawl spaces, and unique hiding spots like freezers, armoires, and even vehicle trunks can be used to evade the family. Use them. Watch out for objects that make noise. Moving too fast through the environment can spell disaster. Searching for items slowly will drastically increase your chance of survival. Even moving too fast through doors can give away your location. So stay calm and move quietly. The family is always listening. Find useful items. Tools can be used to break locks on doors. Health items can heal you, while bone scrap can be used to sneak attack or even confront the family directly. These items can mean the difference between life and death. You can only carry 2 items at a time, so choose wisely and try to plan ahead. Unlock exits. The heavy metal doors almost always lead out of the basement. Find and open them. Once upstairs, keep moving if possible. There are multiple escape routes located on the outer edges of the property, so find a way to open them. Some escape objectives like the fuse box and water valve pump require specific items to activate them. These items can be found scattered around the property. Be on the lookout. Escape the family. Having trouble finding an escape option? When in doubt, head towards the main road or rear gate. Those are usually the easiest option, if you can get there. The water valve gate and the basement door exits are also available options if you can find the necessary parts to activate them. The basement door requires you to find and repair the fuse box, while the water valve gate needs the pressure valve handle to open. Once fixed, the escapes will open up for you and your team. Use your abilities to stay alive. Used at the right time, they can mean the difference between life and death. Be careful though. Star sign abilities have a cooldown that will prevent overuse, so plan wisely. Remember, you have been captured, beaten, and tortured, so your injuries are severe. You need to escape before you succumb to your wounds. As the match continues, you will start to bleed out more and more. Be wary of leaving blood trails behind. You can be tracked. Health items can slow this process, but you can't stop it. Escape is the only option. Finding fellow victims and working together is recommended, but not required. Grouping with teammates can have a multitude of advantages, but your total noise output might also increase. Choose your strategy wisely. The only question is, who will survive, and what will be left of them?
Seems like I thought it'd be playable tutorials. It looks like a lot of this is gonna be just like figure it out on your own, which hopefully it's intuitive. Doesn't like Connie, Farm Girl, Leland, Anna, Sunny, Julie, Leatherface, Cook, Hitchhiker, Johnny, Sissy. Hissy drug-fueled era is extremely enigmatic even for this group. Having spun out of numerous cults, including Spawn Ranch, Sissy utilized her wiles to make her way back to Texas, leaving a blood trail in her wake. Demented and unstable, Sissy's turbulent past has only further fed her tendencies. Somewhere in her travels, she picked up strange organic skills, and her poisonous Bane ability is the deadly result of that. Do not let her lower savagery rating fool you. She is every bit as dangerous as the rest of the family, albeit in different ways. Scary music. Alright, guess we'll just get right into it.